Okay. Is that... I feel like that's fine. Hey everyone! It's been a little while. It's been nearly a month since I last posted a video. And I have reasons for that. The last video I posted was about the storm, which passed, by the way. It was just heavy rain and lots of wind. Not too crazy. Like I said, I think I said, it's been a while. They tend to hype these things up a lot. Talking about down power lines and whatnot. Which, maybe it happened, but it didn't happen in my area. Or at least I don't think it did. I didn't really follow up on the news that much. Didn't really see much about it. In any case, we all made it out pretty okay. Other than being wet and not being able to walk outside for a little while. It was okay. There's a little bit of flooding, sure, but nothing too crazy. Nothing that, closed down the streets as far as I know. They had signs out just in case, but it didn't really go that crazy. It took about a week, I think, for the outside to dry up. California is dry. It's very hot, around 7/8 of the time. That 1/8 happens around November, December. We get a bit of rain, but we get it in a burst. It's like California has decided we are gonna unleash all of California's rain that should have been evenly distributed. Along the course of a few months today. In the course of 3 days. So we got a bunch of heavy rain and all that stuff. So it's like, I liked it a lot. But at the same time, it was, it's too much. It makes me miss the rain, but it also makes me hate the rain, which is kind of, I love the rain. But, so I took that week off because it was finals, and I didn't really want to talk. Nothing really happened during finals week. But then we had winter break. It was 2 weeks of bliss. 2 weeks of forgetting my responsibilities, which, I didn't really get to it. I had to read a couple chapters for my government class, which I didn't really get to. And we come back in 2 days. So learn from me. No, actually don't. Don't learn from me. Don't procrastinate. It's bad for you. I don't know. I just didn't want to do it. It's boring. I should not have taken that government class just because... the only reason I took that government class is because I didn't want to be stuck in a class of people that don't care. For the past 3 years in high school, I've been wanting to take honors classes and whatnot. Partly on the merit of the fact that, I took honors classes because I just did not want to be stuck in a regular class. Because you're gonna have a bunch of people that just don't care, people that just do not want to be there, and I don't know what I'm saying about that. There's plenty of good kids that are in those classes, and I should know because, as I'll point out in the next part of the story, which will come up shortly, there are people that do want to learn despite the fact that they're in that environment that a good portion of the class does not want to learn. And for the past, all the way up to junior year, I've never had to experience it because, there's plenty of options for, honors classes, and starting 10th grade, they start offering AP classes, which I didn't take until last year. That's like cream of the crop. So basically, senior year, they stop offering honors classes, and they start pushing you to take AP classes. So they didn't have honors English. They just had regular English, or AP English, or whatever not real English. It's barely an English class, the one I'm taking. Only reason I'm taking it is because it's required. I have to take 4 years of English classes, so why not? I have to take it. I hope it, I think it counts as an English class. This was the first time. As far as I know, I've never been in a class like this. As far as I know, all my classes for the last 3 years have been, honors and whatnot. So I don't remember experiencing a class where kids just do not want to learn. And I understand that from a standpoint of the teacher wasn't there. Whoever they were hiring to be in that class is not there. He probably got fired or never made it. And then for the first 2 weeks, we had a substitute, and now we have a permanent teacher who I've known to be a substitute for like a few of my classes for like last 3 years I've been here. So he doesn't get a lot of respect, and I should cut him some slack, because he's trying his best, but at the same time, his policy reminds me of just a sub that never goes away, like constantly trying to get respect from the class that won't respect him because they expect him to leave the next day, but he's gonna be there. But at the same time, his thing, it's not changing, the way he treats the students is like, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, He feels like a substitute, not just because he was a substitute, but because he just acts like a substitute, I've never had a substitute for like two quarters. I've never had a substitute for 2 semesters of a class, I've had a substitute for 1 quarter, but even then, I understood. I've had enough experience in that class to know that, yeah, this was way better than just having a regular teacher. But this guy he just sucks. He does not know how to teach. And it doesn't help the fact that, like, I don't know, like, 3/4 of the classes do not want to learn at all. I don't want to learn at all. Mainly because it's a lot of reading, and you know what? I'd gladly read these things if it weren't for the fact that, deadlines and whatnot. And, just engagements with my other classes. But it's boring, and I hate it. I don't like that class at all. What was my point of that story, anyway? Oh, I guess my point was, just should not have taken that AP Gov. I should not have taken that AP Gov class on the merit that I don't want to be stuck in a class similar to my English class. Because it sucks, because kids don't want to learn, But I do have a friend who is in regular government, and she got put in a class, with people that I know, people that are decent, so maybe I should stop judging, but at the same time, it's, I'd rather not take my chances, And besides, it's for the same teacher, and I hear they were doing, like, similar stuff that we were. And the stuff that they got over the break actually is a bit harsher than the one that we got as the AP class. As the AP class, we had to read a couple chapters, and granted, the chapters are a lot of work, meaning a lot of reading, around 22 pages each, which does not seem like a lot to certain people, but, mind you, I had 2 weeks to do it. I didn't do it. It tells you something, right? And, also had to take a little bit of notes on that. And then it's back to business, which is a lot of work, and I'm not a fan of it. But winter break, I didn't make any videos because I didn't really do much of anything. I got a couple games. I finished Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. My sister got it for me for my birthday, and I've been chipping away at it for a little while, and I clocked in at 45 hours of game time until I got up to the final boss, and I beat him, and that was that. And now the game is giving you 5 things to do to, like, 100% the game, and that is, get Sora to level 99, finish the journal, beat Terra, make the Ultima weapon, and then there's Sephiroth. So that's the 5 main things that, happen post-game. And I'm working towards the Ultima first. And I just need 2 more Auric Alchems, and then I get that. And then I'm gonna go for Sephiroth, and then maybe level 99, and then Terra, The game's fun. The game is as much fun as I remember it to be. The added stuff that I never got to play with because it was Japan only is really fun. Now I'm playing through Birth by Sleep. I'm playing through Terra's story. And so far, I'm not paying too much attention to the story. It seems like it's a lot of go to worlds. It feels a lot like Kingdom Hearts 2, where the first half is just introducing you to the worlds, and then it's gonna start ramping up. But the story's told, I think, in a much more interesting way, where you're getting some character development along the way. That's really important. Because I'm playing as Terra, and we all know what happens to Terra. I know what happens to Terra. If you don't, try not to spoil it for you. But I won't say it. But I know what happens to Terra, and the fact that you can see that transformation. And it kind of makes sense. At the same time, I do agree that it's still kind of a kid's game, so they do talk a lot of it does get a bit ridiculous when they start talking about darkness and whatnot. But it's not ridiculous to the point of, ugh, I'll turn it off because it's too ridiculous for me. It's not. It's completely fine with me, and I love the gameplay. I love the whole deck mechanic, the command menus, things like that. It's fun. Anyway, and I got Season 2 of The Walking Dead. I finished it. I wanted to wait to get a physical release of it. And I didn't know it came out in October, so I just found out about it during, December. And my sister got me that for Christmas. She bought me a lot of games. So I'm really thankful for that. But I beat it, and I like it a lot. And I heard some things, I really can't confirm, but I heard some things like Telltale wanted to make a game like Heavy Rain, and they succeeded, It feels like Heavy Rain, but it's way better written. And I'll talk about that in another video, because I want to do a separate video for The Walking Dead. So I guess I'll close this one up. I hope everyone had a good holiday, whatever you celebrate. I try to be politically correct, but not to the point of just being ridiculous. I had a good Christmas. That's what I'll say. And I hope everyone had a good holiday. I hope everyone had a good New Year's. I hope everyone celebrated New Year's with positivity and joy. Can't say the same for a lot of people, but hang in there. The year's just getting started. It's been give it a few more days, okay? Hang in there. Until next time, and I promise it won't take 3 weeks.